In Power Apps, stop clicking this export solution button. There's a way better way to deploy your solutions. It's called Azure DevOps. And in the next 2 minutes, I'm going to explain to you why every time I show it to my clients, they immediately say, I want that in my systems right now. Let's say your project manager asks you to make a country field on the contact table. You go into your solution, add new column, create the country field. Super easy. When I'm ready to deploy, I'm not going to click this export solution button. Instead, from the same place the ticket was created, I'm going to click on pipelines. I'm going to click run pipeline. And remember that ticket earlier? Remember the number 1? In my message, I'm going to write #1, click update, and then next I'm going to click run. The process is going to kick off a deployment. It's going to step through things like setting up the connections, finding my target environment, and then deploying my solution. Once it finishes all that, if I click into repos, I'm going to see the brand new code it just deployed and how it saved it all locally in my repo. Now, if you've ever opened one of the solution files, you know what a mess all of the XML is and how hard it is to understand. But what DevOps does is put only the new changes, so it's super clear what change was made. This isn't even the best part. Next, it shows you who made the change and when they made the change. Are you seeing the power of that? If I opened one of your Dataverse environments, looked at one of your tables, could you tell me who made the table and when certain columns were changed? You can't. That's not a functionality of Dataverse. You could use audit and find out when rows were changed, but when the data model itself changed, you have no visibility. With DevOps, it's right there spelled out. This isn't even the best part. If I go back to the board and hop into the original ticket that was made, watch this. You'll notice to the right of the ticket right there, a clear link to the original commit. Your project manager doesn't need to ask you, hey, how far are we with the work? They could look at the ticket itself. What's better is if I hop into an area called artifacts, boom, there's my zip files, and deploy them. But I wouldn't even need to do this. Instead, I can hop into my pipelines, click run pipelines, click run. What it's going to do is go deploy my solution to any environment I want. And then once I hop in, my solution was in dev. If I switch into my test environment, once I switch to my test environment, I'm going to look over here. Boom, there's my solution right there, deployed. I didn't have to touch anything. I just had to click run pipeline. And why is your project manager or boss going to love this? As soon as you deploy to a certain environment, when you open the ticket, you're going to see right here which environment it made it into. It made it into staging, then it made it into production. You have step-by-step transparency. And if you want to learn how to use Azure DevOps, we are doing a live training on it. You can register. We're actually making it free. Yes, completely free. And it's live. The $7 is just to make sure you actually go. If you show up to the training, you do the work, we're going to give you your $7 back. However, because of the popularity of it, we do have to limit this to the first 50 people. So you might want to register now before we run out of spaces. Can't wait to see you. And I can't wait more for you get to be the smart person in the room where the stakeholders will tell you, thank you, this is exactly what we need.